Hello and welcome to Sudoku Pro. This is a hard level Sudoku from New York Times. Let's get started. There is a 5 in C row and a 5 in B row, which blocks these two rows. So A2 takes 5. There is a 6 in column 1 and a 6 in column 2, which blocks these two columns. There is a C6 in D row, which blocks these two cells. So E3 takes 6. There is a 1 in column 8 and a 1 in column 9, which blocks these two columns. So 1 goes in I7. Now here this cell has all the numbers in it except 6. That is, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is actually missing, and you have 7, 8 and 9. So 6 is a solo in this cell. Now you have 6 and 7 pair, which blocks this cell here, and you have 6 and 7 in A row, which is blocking these two cells. So in this block, these are the two cells which will take 6, 7 pair. Now once again, this 6, 7 pair blocks these two cells in block 2, and this 6, 7 pair blocks these two cells in block 2. So these cells, that is B4 and B5, take 6, 7 pair. Now in B row we have only 3 missing numbers, that is 8, 4 and 9. You have a 8 blocking here, and there is a 8 here in column 1, which is blocking here. So 8 goes in B2. Rest of the cells B1 and B7 take 4, 9 pair. So there is 8 in column 2 now, and there is a 8 in column 1, which blocks these two cells. So D3 takes 8, and now this 8 blocks these two cells, and there is 8 here in E row, which blocks these two cells. So 8 goes in F5. Now this 8 blocks here, and there is a 8 in A row, which blocks here. So C6 takes 8. So there is a 1 in column 4, which blocks these two cells, and there is a 1 here in D row, which blocks these two cells. So E6 takes 1. This 5 blocks here, blocks these two cells. So 5 goes here in D5, and there are only 2 missing numbers, and the numbers are 3 and 7. There is a 3 here blocking here. So D4 takes 7 and E4 takes 3. There is a 2 in column 2 and in row E, which blocks these cells. So F1 takes 2. Now in F row you have this 1 blocking these two cells. So in F row, this is the only cell where 1 can be. Now in F row the missing numbers are 3 and 7. So let's mark these two cells with 3, 7 pair. Now in column 3 there are 3 empty cells. Missing numbers are 1, 2 and 9. You can see this 2 blocking this cell, and there is a 2 here which blocks H3. So I3 takes 2, and remaining numbers are 1, 9, which can be filled as 1, 9 pair in these two cells. There is a 5 in B row and a 5 in column 9, which blocks these cells. So E7 takes 5, and now Now there is a 2 in E row which blocks this cell, and there is a 2 in column 7 which blocks this cell. So 2 goes in D8. Now in this block there are only 2 empty cells and the missing numbers are 4 and 9. So let's mark it with 4, 9 pair. Now you can see there is a 2 in B row and 2 in C row. That shows that 2 has to go here in this block. So this 2 blocks this cell. So 2 goes here in A9. And now this is only empty cell, and that should be taking the complement of this 4, 9 pair. So let's fill it with 4, 9. Okay, so you have a 2, 8 pair in column 6 which blocks these 3 cells. There is 2, 8 pair in column 5 which blocks these 3 cells. So 2, 8 pair has to be in these 3 cells, but in H row you have another 2 and 8 blocking. So 2 and 8 has to be in G4 and I4. There is a 2 blocking here, so I4 takes 8 and G4 takes 2. And here this 7 cancels out the 7 here in B4. So B4 becomes 6 now, and B5 takes 7. Now in column 4 the only missing number is 9. So that cancels out the 9 here in H3. H3 becomes 1 and C3 becomes 9. So this 9 and C3 cancels out the 9 here. So B1 becomes 4 and B7 becomes 9 and A8 takes 4. Now in block 1 the only missing number is 1, and in this block, that is in C row, the only missing number is 4. Now here in block 2 the missing numbers are 3 and 9. You have a 9 here in column 6, so 9 goes in A5 and A6 takes 3. Now D7 becomes 4 and E9 takes 9. In D row the only missing number is 9. In E row the missing numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is missing, so there is a 4 blocking here. So E2 takes 4 and 6. 7 is missing, so 7 goes here. So there is 8. There is 8 here in I row and an 8 in H row, which blocks these 2 rows, and there is 8 here which blocks here. So 8 goes in G9. You have this 6, 1 pair blocking here, and you have 6, 1 blocking here. So 6 goes in G6 and 1 goes in G5 and I5. So 6 goes here and 1 goes here. Fine. Then you have in column 2 there are only 2 empty cells and the missing numbers are 3 and 7. There is a 7 here, so G2 takes 3 and I2 takes 7. Now 3 blocks here. There's 3 blocks here, and you have a 3 here in column 6 which blocks here. So 3 goes in H5. Numbers here are 4, 5 and 7. 4 and 7 are blocking here, so you have a 7 and a 4 blocking here, so 5 goes here, and you have a 7 here, so 4 goes here, and H6 takes 7. So we have 8 and 8 in these 2 rows. So 8 got to be in these two cells. There is 8 here in column 8 blocking here, so G9 takes 8. Similarly, you have 6 here in H row and 1 in I row. So 6 goes here. Now the only missing number here in the G row is 9. And in this block, 5 is the missing number. Now, in this row, H row, missing numbers are 4 and 5. There is a 5 here in column 9. So 4 goes here and 5 goes here in H8. Now the missing numbers here in I row are, I think it is 3 and 9. There is a 9 blocking here, so 3 goes here and 9 goes in I8. So this 3 cancels out the 3 here, so F9 becomes 7 and F8 becomes 3. So this 7 cancels out the 7 here, so C9 becomes 6 and C8 takes 7. And the puzzle is solved. Did you find the puzzle easy today? Please share your experience in the comment box. Thank you very much.